What's up guys, this is Jack aka Skadooshh on Stars. This is my first video for CardRunners and I'll be reviewing a student of mine who is making the transition to 3 rebuy 180s. I'll be talking about some of the adjustments we need to make when moving up, as well as some basic and some more advanced strategy for beating these games. The first point I wanted to talk about is whether or not to rebuy. As you can see, Matt here has decided to take the rebuy, and that is definitely something I advocate. Although it is going to cost us a little more per game, the value we pick up from being deep with some of the weaker players makes up for this. Another reason for rebuying is the main population weakness of 180-man regulars is when deep, they'll struggle to play optimally pre and post flop, and therefore being deeper with these players puts us at a huge advantage. Okay, let's get on with the hands. Okay, so 8-7 in the small blind. We're definitely going to be looking to flat this here against the under the gun raiser. We're really deep effectively. And then we get a small free bet here. Now, I would just be folding this because of this guy's stack size, unless the original raiser here overcalls. So we do get an overcall and we decide to flat. When we flop a flush draw here, it's a good opportunity just to check call and then reevaluate on the turn. So we get a fairly big c-bet from the shorter player, and then the original raiser folds. So I think this is a good spot to call and reevaluate on the turn. Now on the turn we're going to then have to make a decision based on this guy's stack about whether we're going to go with the hand or whether we're going to fold. So I would be going with the hand on any spade, obviously, and then any 5 as well. I'd probably be going all in with this hand. So we call here to reevaluate the turn. And the 2 is not a great card for us. It adds more straight draws and another flush draw. So we can just check fold here. And that is what Matt does. Okay, so queen ace. So we get a raise from mid position. Now, there are definitely merits for free betting here. Although, when we 3-bet, we're going to fold out a lot of the hands that we get value from. Smaller aces aren't going to be calling here. Pocket pairs might be folding some of the smaller ones, so I think flatting here is the best play. And that is what Matt does. And then we get another overcall here. And as you can see, this guy is playing really passively, calling, playing lots of pots. So he's going to have a really wide range here. Okay, so we flop second pair. And this is a decent flop, but I'm just going to be check calling here. I don't want to inflate the pot when we're not sure where we are in the hand. I would rather check and try and get to showdown with our showdown value. So it does go check check. Now we pick up a backdoor straight draw as well as second pair. I think this is a good opportunity if check 2 to stab at the pot, just making it around half pot. And that is what Matt does. And when we get 2 calls, I'm pretty much done with this hand here. I think there's some 2 pairs out there. There's obviously a lot of kings. So unless we improve on the river, I'm just going to be check folding. And again, we don't improve on the river. The board gets worse now. Any 10 beats us as well. There's more 2 pairs out there. This is definitely a good check fold spot. And everyone does check. And we end up going against 4 king. So we 3x raise 9-9, and I'm definitely 3xing all throughout these early stages. And obviously I'm going to be opening all my pocket pairs to set mine some of the smaller ones, and just to play sensibly post flop with things like 9s here. So we get another call from the really passive guy here, and then an overcall in the big blind. Again, we have second pair, and we have a lot of showdown value here. So we're just going to be check calling this one. And then on bad turn cards we can check fold. So it does check down again. Again, the 5 here doesn't really change anything. We still have good showdown value, but we're not going to be betting out here. If it goes check check and the river card is good, then we can stab at the river. But at the moment we're just going to check and try and get to showdown cheaply. And we do. And when an ace comes on the river, again I'm pretty much done with this hand with 2 overcards. There's going to be a fair amount of aces out there. the big blind is going to call with some of his suited aces and some of his higher non-suited aces. So just check folding here, I think is good. And we do face an ace.